Hello guys, and welcome to my second YouTube video. Pasta is definitely one of my favorite recipes of all time. It is so easy, yet it's so complex to make. But what I've noticed on the internet is that there's tons of recipes how to make pasta, and I personally always struggle which one of them to choose. In this video, I'm gonna bring together 3 different recipes that I've personally tried throughout the years, and at the end, decide which one of them is the best. To make pasta, we are going to need 2 very basic, simple ingredients: flour and eggs. Now, as I mentioned before, we're making 3 different types of recipes. So, for the first one, we're going to use all-purpose flour and eggs. For the second one, we're gonna mix the semolina flour with the all-purpose flour and the eggs. And on the third one, we're only gonna use semolina flour and eggs. Now let's get started with the first recipe. The golden ratio of pasta is to use 100 grams of flour for each of the eggs. But don't let the ratio trick you. The texture that we're looking for is for the dough to be as soft as it can get without sticking to the table. If your dough is too hard, you might need an additional egg. The secret is not to add the whole egg right away. First, add half of it and then check the dough to see if it needs the other half or not. After 5 to 10 minutes, the dough should look like this. Make sure to cover the dough up and put it aside. For the second recipe, I'm using 80 grams of all-purpose flour, 120 grams of semolina flour, and 2 eggs. Just like the first dough, mix it all together for about 5 to 10 minutes until you get a very similar texture. Cover it up and put it aside. For the third dough, just like the other ones, knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes, cover it up and put it aside. We're gonna let all the 3 doughs rest for about an hour, and then we're gonna start rolling them. If you're rolling it by hand like I'm doing, make sure to use a very thin rolling pin. The thinner the rolling pin is, the easier it's gonna be to roll the dough. If your dough size is too big, make sure to cut it in smaller pieces. Dust the dough with some flour and start rolling it. The secret to rolling the thinnest and the most even sheet of pasta is to roll it in one direction first, rotate it, and then roll it again. We are going to repeat this process until we get our desired thickness. Now here comes the fun part. To cut the pasta perfectly straight, we are going to fold it horizontally on both sides, just like in the video, and then use a sharp knife to cut straight lines. Make sure to dust it off with some flour so that the pasta doesn't stick together. After we cut the sheet of pasta, we are going to slide the knife just like in the video so that we can unroll our beautiful fettuccinis. Our fettuccinis are now ready to cook. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing for the second dough. Get the dough, roll it up, fold the dough, cut the pasta, slide the knife, and we're done. And now for the third dough, yep, you guessed it, let's repeat the same thing. If you made too much pasta by mistake and you're not gonna use all of it, you can actually store it in the fridge for up to 2 or 3 days. For long term, you can store it in the freezer for up to 3 months. Now that we got all 3 pastas, let's cook them. Put some water with olive oil and salt and boil the pasta for about 2 minutes.
To
To test the freshness of pasta, I'm going to saute it lightly with butter. Let's repeat the same thing for the second pasta. And the same thing for the third pasta. Alright, now that we have all three pastas cooked together, I'm gonna try each one of them and let you know which one is the best. So, after trying all three pastas, I do agree that the third one was the best one. On the third recipe, we use semolina flour and eggs. I think it's the best one because it's very friable and also it's very al dente. In the meanwhile, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to check my Instagram page Giulio Cooks, where I usually post all my other recipes and restaurant reviews. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next one.